Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reading from my new book, Chi, Cultivation, and Manipulation, by myself, Adrian Bolio. And today we're going to be talking about terms and definitions, which is the first in perceiving and understanding Chi. In my previous video I went over the introduction in this book, and I will now read from the terms and definitions. So, part of the mindset in getting familiar with Qi is to understand the different terms and different nomenclatures, as well as different definitions that I'm going to be using within the book, as well as how I wish to speak to people and how people should perceive what I'm speaking about. And these have different terms in touch of the community of both occult magic as well as meditation and qigong, the physical ability within yourself. So let's begin. Terms and definitions. Astral projection. The separation of the astral body from the physical body during an out-of-body experience, and can be travel and can be maneuvered freely using your mind. So what astral projection really is during a deep meditation, almost very close to sleep. You usually do astral projection on your sleeping side, on your back. You can have a profound experience in which you have an out-of-body experience. You so-called imagine and believe the entire process into the point at which you can actually get out of your body, even see your body, and move around the space, or even move to anywhere in the world. And it's covered also in the book how to do that. Biokinesis, combining Qi cultivation and channeling DMT to affect an area or areas of the body in order to change it over time into a different form or with different attributes. And this is the idea of you want to have golden eyes, you want your penis to be bigger, you want to be stronger and muscular without having to work out, which it doesn't really seem to be the best way possible. But biokinesis itself, through meditation and process, can change attributes of a person over time, and it's been proven with different nomenclatures. I was thinking of biokinesis and psychotherapy, very, very similar in the way that they affect the body, but the way that people go about it is very different. Body awareness, being aware of your body as a whole, specific area, combination of areas, or directed areas of interest of the body. Controlled breathing pattern, a steady and slow breathing pattern that helps relax the body during meditation and helps direct Qi. This is the first breathing pattern you learn in the book. Chakras, places in the body that resonate with different energies and earthly attachments such as love or regret. From the waist up to the crown of the head, specifically the several different chakras, I believe it's 7 off the top of my head. Claustrum oil, a clear liquid excreted from the claustrum in the brain, which is here on the back side, and it travels up and down the spine of the human, and it cleanses the nervous system and body. It is dormant Qi that is secreted every half month and can be preserved to enhance the user's mind and body. And claustrum oil is important because you can preserve claustrum oil through proper diet and exercise and sleep, and through the rejuvenation process over a month or two. If you can hold the quality of claustrum oil to a higher standard and not use it, then you become infinitely better in terms of mental ability, strength, energy, overall happiness. Diet and exercise refers to a specific diet that supports the claustrum oil, body, Qi, and DMT production. A modest balance of weekly exercise and diet keeps the body healthier for cultivating Qi. DMT and dimethyltryptamine, the most powerful naturally occurring psychedelic with the ability to heal, suggest, and connect with higher energies and consciousness. And funny thing about DMT, it's in your pineal gland, in your head. You make it. Entities, spiritual encounters with a voice, a sight, or presence that is not physical but exists within the meditation. This has to do with higher forms of meditation involving DMT and Kundalini, and how to thwart off or defend yourself from malicious attacks that are spiritual in nature. Eye of Horus, or the Egyptian hieroglyphic depicting the interior of the brain and its many glands within, which speaks on more levels than just the anatomy of the human brain, but the idea of becoming consciously aware or awakening. Fasting refers to choosing to skip certain meals or to restrict certain foods for meditation day to enhance the connectivity with the body, as well as increase the powerfulness of DMT. Forced breathing pattern is the second breathing pattern you learn. Quick breathing pattern that is used specifically to channel DMT within the trance. And this is specifically to activate kind of like a hyperventilating state, but controlled to the point where you're not actually running out of oxygen on high, but you're actually forcing yourself into a place where DMT can be channeled a lot easier into your body. Hypnosis is a state of consciousness that makes the user more complacent or revealing of information, used in psychotherapy and psychology to extract past memories or information. Internal hum. This is the slight high-pitched hum that the pineal gland emits within the interior of the head when in use, not resulting from ear damage. So there's a big difference between listening to loud music and having a ring after that, or getting hit in the head and hearing a loud ring, versus the pineal gland or the pineal gland, which actually produce a very high-pitched, low-sounding hum that's inside your head. And you can close your ears and you can be in absolute silence in the dark and you can hear it. And that essentially is just the pineal gland being used or working, channeling DMT. Kundalini is the opening of the pineal gland under meditation that brings in a steady stream of pure DMT that enhances the reality of the cultivator. The body becomes overwhelmed with bliss, seemingly lost consciousness of the body, and may experience external visuals, colors, voices, and messages that are not experienced on a daily basis. And Kundalini is one of the most spiritual out of all the exercises that you can do. For instance, the voices and colors and the many messages. Some people think you're speaking to your subconscious, and I like to think of it more of like the radio signal. You receive something in return, but the DMT that comes into your body is from your body, and you're experiencing it at such a high level that it's creating immense joy within you that cannot be expressed. And it's so fleeting that once you open your eyes and you stop the breathing pattern, you forget that it was there, and you forget the sensation within a couple seconds. Lucid dreaming, the ability to view and control dreams that occur while sleeping, and this is where you can train yourself to lucid dream. Meditation, the physical and mental act of calming, focusing, and healing or oneself through silence, music, or stretch routines, or also poses. Meditation space, your meditation space that you customize to have the best impact on your experiences. It could be inside or outside, big or small. Any way you like it is fine, just as long as you can relax and remain calm within it. Mood set and setting is your mindset throughout the day and during the beginning of meditation. Some days the mood isn't right, the weather isn't good, your emotions are too overwhelming, your responsibilities weigh you down, and so on. And the mood set and setting has to deal with, you have to want a perfect environment so that you can surrender to the experience and not have to worry about anything else bothering you. Over time, you practice this to the point in which you can deal with external problems or external stimuli and still be able to function the same way and channel chi through your body. A notebook is a journal to keep a log of everything that you go through from the start of your experiences. Tracking progress, experiencing weird phenomena, and tricks you pick up are all part of the learning experience. So grab a notebook, grab a pen. OBE, or out-of-body experience, usually pertaining to astral projection, but it can be applied to meditation where your mental consciousness loses attachment to your physical body. Pineal gland activation, opening or feeling out your pineal gland to release DMT into your body. Through time, it can become more powerful and controlled. You can even learn to channel DMT from your pineal gland within a couple seconds when you're working or when you're busy doing exercise. You can use it to heal or to wake up. It gives you a burst of energy, makes you feel good in the spot, almost like your own set of smelling salts, but it's in your head. So it keeps you going. Pineal gland, a small pine cone-shaped gland in the very center of your head that produces endogenous DMT. The pineal gland is, as I said, in the center of your brain. It's pine cone-shaped. It's been all throughout history as immortality. You can see it on the Buddha's head as the pine cone. You can see it at the Vatican with the two peacocks symbolizing immortality with a giant pine cone in the middle of it. So the pineal gland is well known and well researched, but well guarded secret. Qi, ki, or chi, energy, the energy within us that we can control through practice. We use this energy to pinpoint and shoot it at our pineal gland. So the pineal gland not only works with the intention of our mind, but channeling chi to it also helps it open up. Sun gazing, another method of pineal activation. Looking indirectly with eyes closed at the sun helps open the pineal gland. Tapping, an early meditation technique practiced when beginning to activate your pineal gland, which is tapping in your head at certain points and listening to that with your eyes closed. And over time, you learn how to focus where the tap is going to the point at which it hits the very center of your head, and you know how to reach your pineal gland through thought process. So you create a mind-to-body connection. Third eye, the pineal gland, is also known as the third eye, the soul chakra, the all-seeing eye, the brightest lamp, and the seat of the soul. Some animals have developed versions of their third eye, such as lizards who have a fully developed cornea. And the third eye and the pineal gland, they're one and the same. They all have different functions in religion or spirituality, but they all have the same ability to create DMT. Trance, the self-induced trance or form of consciousness that is used during deep meditation for great effects. This occurs when DMT is channeled under meditation while you are also cultivating and manipulating chi. This is part of the belief structure that you can believe into something and get your mind into it, get your body into it, get your whole livelihood into it. It's almost as if you go to a dance party and you lose yourself in the moment of dance. You just start dancing, you keep dancing and dancing. This is the same idea, that you can get stuck in a loop unintentionally so that you can create a strong belief system in yourself and lose yourself into the process, therefore creating a better or a stronger result. Tulpas is a mental image or command that is created through the mind and visualized to the point of action. Tulpas are used to make the unreal real and even greater possibilities as our strength in meditation increases. And tulpas are interesting because it's purely of the mind. You can write them down or you can visualize them in your mind. You can come up with different ideas to explain what a tulpa is. But at its very core is that you create it, you visualize it, you appear through its action, you know how it must proceed, and through practice of getting to that point in which there's a result, you eventually arrive at the result. And the tulpa itself can be applied physically or mentally, and that the tulpa itself can be used as a command and an action, as well as a feeling and a visual. It's an all-in-one compensating of the multidimensional abilities of the human brain. And that concludes the terms and definitions for chi cultivation and manipulation. If you wish to support this channel and you want to buy a book, feel free to go on Amazon. Link is below. You can get the DMT meditation book as well for cheaper, but this one is $10 on Amazon and the other one is $7. Alright, thank you very much, folks, for tuning in. I'll check back later with the next chapter in this book. I'll see you guys next time.